Welcome to your yoga practice. It is Monday, June 8th. If you have a strap and a block, then have that nearby. Let's go ahead and drop into an easy seat to get beginning. This week we'll be exploring chittas. It's spelled C-I-T-T-A, chitta, the heart-mind field of consciousness. Our quote is a Lakota saying, "The power of the universe will come to your assistance if your heart and mind are in unity." The power of the universe will come to your assistance if your heart and mind are in unity. Let's bring one hand to the heart area, one hand to the earth as best you can, and then sit up tall, roll the shoulders back and down, and turn your attention to the breath. So at first, noticing the breath at your nostrils, the temperature, the feeling of the flow of air. And then follow that breath on its path down, in through the nostrils, then back and down through the throat, all the way down to the low belly, the rib cage, and up. And then watch the breath flow back out. Stay with this a few more times. We'll read from the Path of the Yoga Sutras. So regarding chitta, the heart-mind field of consciousness, we are all conditioned by our experience. Whenever we see, hear, taste, smell, touch, feel, think, speak, or act, our heart and mind are affected. It is our heart-mind field that accepts sensory input from outside, processes it, integrates it into ourselves, and remembers, ruminates, and directs the delivery of thoughts, words, and actions. The heart-mind stores our experiences, including emotions, in memory, and over time uses this information to construct an identity that defines who we think we are. Chitta is our heart-mind, our outer and inner psyche, and the primary place of interest in the Yoga Sutras. Our heart-mind sits between the ever-changing outside world and an inner light of awareness that's unchanging. This inner light never changes, and it represents pure, unconditional love. Give yourself one more big breath in and let it go. Let's come on into tabletop. So hands and knees, you could always put a blanket under the knees if you would like. We'll move our spine in all the ways it likes to move. Let's start by, from hands and knees, see if you could close your eyes and just let the body move. Maybe there's something that just feels right. Notice if the mind gets chatty or worries about the right thing to do, and see if you could just let the body lead. And a little bit of cow and cat, inhaling to drop the belly, exhaling to lift the spine. You can keep flexing the spine through cow and cat, but let's rotate the hands. So you might have the fingers point out off of the edges of the mat. Maybe you can take one hand so the fingers point more towards your knees. I only do this one hand at a time. Maybe for you, you're able to do both. You can rotate the hands so the fingertips point towards each other. You could flip one hand so that the palm faces the sky, maybe make a fist. You could still be doing cow, cat, or you might move the body some other way to help feel into the wrist. And then switching sides. Returning to tabletop, try to lighten the wrists, or I'm coming to fists by stacking my wrists. All right, let's tuck the right toes, push that right foot back in space, and then press back through the right heel. Looking for a stretch here in the right calf muscles. Engage the core. Step your right foot over to the left edge of the mat and then look back over your left shoulder. So a lateral spinal stretch, getting a stretch through the right side body. Wonderful. Then return to tabletop. Tuck your left toes, stretch the left leg back, push back through your heel so we can feel a stretch through the calf muscles. Another breath, focusing on the calf muscles. And then we'll step the left foot over to the right side, look back over your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Wonderful. Come back to neutral tabletop. And if you have a block super available, you can grab it and squeeze it between your upper thighs just to help stabilize the lower body. Then we'll do some thread the needle, if your cat will let you. Right hand reaching up to the sky, twist to the right, big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm coming under the left arm, right shoulder towards the mat. You could settle into stillness there or keep moving. Inhaling to twist right, exhaling to twist left. Try to keep the tops of the feet rooted down. Trying not to wiggle, wobble the hips too very much. And return to neutral tabletop. Pause for just a second. Notice left side, right side. And then we'll twist left, reaching the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Again, you could settle into stillness here or keep moving with it. Watching, noticing if the mind is staying with you, with the movement, with what's happening now, or if it's fluctuated off into thoughts of the past, thoughts of the future. A couple more breaths. And then we'll come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes, walk your hands back towards your thighs. If the block is there, you can leave it. Try and get a little toe stretch in. Bring your hands into lotus mudra. So the pinkies and thumbs stay together. The rest of the fingers stretch out, looking much like a lotus flower. Hold this at your heart. And then you can let the elbows kind of lift and point out a bit. And then we'll do a lotus counter mudra. So just bringing the fingertips together like they're their own flower buds, and then the tops of the hands together. And go from lotus mudra to the bud counter mudra. Getting a little bit of a wrist and forearm stretch. Give it a couple more breaths. All right, releasing that, come back down to tabletop, tuck the toes, well, they're probably still tucked, lift the knees and hips, downward facing dog. There you might lift one foot, roll the ankle, and then go to the other side. Still trying to keep those wrists light, take care of the wrists. And then see about settling in for a couple of breaths in stillness, trying to let those hips lift towards the sky, the heels dripping down towards the earth, chest pressing towards the thighs. Really pushing the hands into the ground so the shoulders kind of shrug up. Give it another slow breath. All right, come up high on those toes. Tiptoe yourself to the top of the mat. So if the block is there, we're keeping it there. Coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, squeeze the block, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, squeeze the block, lift halfway. Exhale, fold down one more time. Inhale, squeeze, half lift. This time, bend the knees to drop the hips. Really engage the core like you're trying to lengthen your low back. Stretch the arms up. Utkatasana, squeeze that block. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs. 2 more breaths. And stand up tall. Breath or 2 here. Watch the sensations of the body as they fluctuate. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, return to chair. Squeeze those glutes. Sink the hips as low as you can. Squeeze the block if you've got it. And find forward fold. We'll finally let that block go. On an inhale, lift up halfway. Notice the difference now without that block support. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift, and then we'll bend the knees, return to chair. 3 breaths. Feet rooting down. Glutes engaged. Core engaged, lengthen the low back. And as you're ready, stand up tall. Mountain pose. Feel the flow of energy through your body. Arms by your side or hands together at the heart, soft knees, shift your weight into the left leg. Draw the right knee up towards your chest if you can. And then hinge into warrior 3, stretching the right leg back. It could be small movements. Let's come back upright. Right toes might be on the ground or maybe hovering. And then hinge forward, right leg stretching back. The toes could still be on the ground. One more time, come upright. And hinge forward. Eventually step that right foot back, warrior 1. Stretching the arms up, getting a stretch through the belly, through the right hip flexors and thighs. And then straighten your left leg, reach up, and exhale, fold forward and down into pyramid pose. Let's let the head hang heavy. Let's let that be as much of a focus as the stretch on the back of the left leg. Watch the flow of thoughts through the mind. From pyramid, bend your left leg. Lift the arms back behind you into a humble warrior. The arms could stretch up, or maybe you interlace your fingers, roll the shoulders. Again, try to let the head be heavy. A couple more breaths. This time counts as inversion, head beneath the heart. Good for our thyroid. Go ahead and release the hands to the ground, then plank pose, inhaling in plank. Exhale, lower to your forearms. Take a breath there. As you're ready, lower all the way down. Point your toes back. Elbows and forearms can stay on the ground as we pull the heart forward in Sphinx pose. From Sphinx, we'll drop the right ear towards the right shoulder, stretching the left side of your neck. And then rock your head forward into the other side. So left ear towards left shoulder. And rock the head back to center. Lower on down. The elbows could splay out. Forehead can come to the ground or hands. Let's shimmy the hips side to side. And then bend your knees and let the legs fall side to side. Toes back to earth, hands alongside your chest. Press yourself up. If you want to take a child's pose here, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you can take downward facing dog. Breathing wherever you go. And our quote today, the power of the universe will come to your assistance if your heart and mind are in unity. The power of the universe will come to your assistance if your heart and mind are in unity. All right, from downward facing dog, so meeting there if you're not already, let's take three-legged dog, right leg lifting up and back to the sky. Step or swing the right foot to the top of the mat. Big breath in. Step the left foot up, forward fold. Inhale, take your time, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, bring it into Lotus Mudra. And then counter pose for the mudra. Fingers come together like their own flower buds, and then bring the tops of the hands together. Return to lotus, and then lotus counter stretch. Do that a couple times. All right, inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down. Inhale, half lift, shoulder blades slide together. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Actively push the hands into each other, core engaged. Shift the weight into the right leg, coming to the left toes, maybe lifting that left knee towards your chest. And then hinging forward, left leg stretching back, any version of warrior three. Take your time breathing, coming upright. And hinging forward, warrior three. Again, coming upright. Do the best you can. Notice if the mind responds to the body's wobbles or the body's steadiness if you're really smooth. We'll come upright one last time. And then step that left foot back, warrior one. Arms stretching up really energetically. Notice the steadiness of your feet beneath you, what they can feel. Imagine the feet pressing down to engage the muscles. See if you can notice the steadiness coming up the legs. Maybe you feel steady in your core. Maybe you feel steady in your heart. Breathing, let's straighten that right leg. Really reach up and back. Inhale. And exhale, hinge forward, folding over your right leg. As you settle into your pyramid pose, let's let the focus again be to let the head hang heavy. So we're decompressing the cervical spine. Feeling a stretch through the back of your right leg. It's always okay to allow a little bend to come in. Notice you can feel a stretch in the hamstring area, kind of regardless of if that leg is straightened out or not. Full breath in and out. Head beneath the heart. Imagine we could pour some wisdom from the heart into the mind. Nice and slowly, let's bend the right knee, lift the hands, stretch the arms back behind you. Maybe you interlace your fingers if you can catch them. Give it one more breath. And then hands come to earth, find your plank pose. Core super engaged, hands pressing into the earth. Heels pushing back, breathe. Slowly lower down to your forearms. Take a breath there. And then we'll just drop the hips, point the toes back, pull the heart forward, Sphinx pose. Breathing in Sphinx, you're welcome to bend the left knee, flex the ankle, pull that heel towards your hip. And then switch sides. Get a little quadricep stretch. And then let's lower down, shimmy the hips or bend the knees and let the legs fall side to side. Let's press ourselves up through tabletop and pause in child's pose. Take a version that feels good to you, knees together or knees apart. Exploring Chitta. Chitta is our heart mind, our outer and inner psyche, and the primary place of interest in the Yoga Sutras. It's something we can influence. The Chitta consists of an outer mind, inner mind, ego, and memory. Each component serves a specific purpose, and all of them work together to determine how we interact with the world. As the heart mind is clarified, more light can shine through it, and our actions become more loving and positive towards ourselves and others. From child's pose, let's come up through tabletop and then find downward facing dog. 3 breaths there. You can find stillness or movement. And 3-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Look forward between your hands. Step or swing that left foot to the top of the mat. Pausing in your runner's lunge, take a breath. And step into the left leg. Right foot landing next to the left, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Get the head above the heart now. Sink your hips, chair pose. And mountain, stand tall. Breathe, notice how the body is feeling. Notice the mind, the tone or feel of the mind as we start a new week together. Again, hands together at the heart, really push the hands together. Shift the weight into your left leg. We'll just play with Warrior 3 a little bit more. So coming to the right toes or lifting the right foot off of the ground. Then hinging forward, kicking the right leg back in space. It's okay if the toes stay connected to the earth. It's okay if the leg lifts up parallel to the ground. One more breath, engage the core. And come upright. Take Lotus Mudra. And take Lotus Counter, bringing both hands into flower buds, rolling so the tops of the hands touch. Returning to Lotus. Let's keep Lotus as we shift the weight into the right leg. Coming to the left toes or lifting the left foot off of the ground. Play with Warrior 3. See if you can hinge. And return upright. Hinge. You can come up and down again, or if you want to just try and stay steady, a couple breaths. Wonderful. Let's come back to mountain. Lotus at the heart. Then make your flower buds, point them down to the earth. Stretch the forearms. Return to lotus. Inhale, reach it up to the sky. Exhale, mountain pose. Float the arms out and down. You might close your eyes for a moment, thinking about how you'd like the mind to feel this week. Do we need the mind to be focused or open, creative, peaceful? And soft knees, little bounce. Imagine like we could tap that down Make it stick somewhere deep in the mind. And returning to stillness. Let's come down to our mats. You can roll onto the spine. When you get there, pausing for a couple of breaths of just letting the body soften, letting the body get used to not having to do so much work. And with the feet on the ground, let's slowly let the legs start falling side to side. Doesn't have to be your full range of motion, but maybe just enough that one hip lifts off of the ground. Bringing the legs through neutral, stretch your left leg long, right knee in towards your chest, and little frog leg, right leg drops to the right side. And the right leg comes over to the left side, taking a twist. Return through neutral. And let's switch legs. So your right leg stretches long, left knee draws in towards the chest. Left leg frogs to the left side. And left leg comes into a twist, dropping over to the right side. And when you're ready, bring yourself back to neutral. Knees in towards the chest, rocking a little. Happy baby if that feels good to your body. Let's stretch our legs up to the sky, rubbing behind the knees. And then slide your hands down, tuck them under the hips. Slow motion, lower your legs down. Keep the core engaged. Slowly lowering your legs all the way to the earth. Releasing the arms when you get there. Let yourself rest. Let your body be still. Our inner light of awareness is Purusha. It rests in stillness and witnesses the operations of the heart-mind. The Purusha illuminates the Chitta. The Chitta interacts with external objects and events. The Chitta is like the middleman between what is outside of us and the Purusha, our pure inner light. It is the medium through which perception passes and on which our inner light of awareness shines. Because it's conditioned, we should be aware of what we feed our minds. As you release your little rest practice, bringing movement and deeper breath into the body, you might again think about how you would like to feel, what qualities of the mind you would like to cultivate this week. As you're ready, you can come back to an easy seat. And drawing your hands to your heart, offer yourself a bow of acknowledgement for your effort, bow of gratitude for the teachings. Big breath in if you'd like to chant. I hope you have a beautiful day ahead. Drink your water, practice some gratitude, and I will see you tomorrow.